little better shot of the destroyed and bent in half canoe. So here we are, we're at the spring, and we're getting ready to fill up our water bottles and ride out of the mountain.
Alright, so we're out here, we found a large down piece of timber, and I'm using the Silky Big Boy 2000. Hello, welcome to Waypoint Survival. Today we are headed down to the Daniel Boone National Forest. We're doing a winter survival camping trip with a couple of students. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely facing a wide range of weather. So stay tuned.
We are here at the spring, and two fellows are getting ready to fill up. So go ahead and get you some good drinking water. Comes out right up there. So we're here looking at the topographical map. We're ready to decide exactly where we want to go. And both of these fellows, it's the first time down here in this area, so they're willing to do whatever it takes. They just want to see some country. All right, back over here we have the fellows getting their gear ready. We don't know what the weather's going to do, but looking up at the sky, it's very gray and cloudy, and just not sure what we're going to be facing, but we want to be ready for it. Just picking our way carefully down the rocks. Don't want to break something.
Yeah.
All right. Down the trail we go.
Of course, the crazy thing about a trip like this is that right now it's very warm. It's been raining, of course, you saw earlier, everything's very wet. But we are getting ready to experience just a whole lot of range of conditions, all the way down to 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So we have to be prepared in our packs, not only with the food and the gear and the equipment that we need, but we need to have enough layers as well as our sleeping bags to make sure we stay warm at night. And then we have to deal with terrain like this, which is pretty treacherous and pretty easy to slip and fall.
Big one. All right, here's one of the more difficult parts of the traverse. Coming across the rock face here without any help with a full pack. Sorry about that. He's doing all right. Sun's come out now. Kind of washing out the photo, but there it is a little better. All right, I think he made it. Our younger member of the group here had to stop and tie his shoe. He's getting ready to come down here. The river's up quite a ways. You can see, really muddy and dark. And right here, to highlight the dangers of people canoeing and finding things they weren't expecting, is a destroyed canoe. Don't know the story here. Don't see anybody around or about, so I'm assuming they got out in time. So be careful when you're out on the water. A little better shot of the destroyed and bent in half canoe. A little bit of the terrain that we're hiking through. Just a lot of rhododendrons. It's very pretty. Very nice trail. And beautiful moss-colored rocks just covered everywhere. Of course, comes the fellas hiking up the trail. And of course, we're headed up high. So when I was here last time, there was a huge mound of snow. We have a lot more water coming down now from the waterfall. Obviously with a lot more rain. A lot warmer temperatures though, but it has been cold, as you can see. And then back here behind me, the fella's very glad for a little break. It's quite a climb. But we have to go over that way and on up and around because we're going to camp up there tonight. We still have a couple hundred feet of elevation to go. Made it. Oh, so here we are. We're losing our daylight. We're exhausted. At least some of the fellas are. And we're trying to find a good place to put up the campsite. We found a nice little area here inside of a kind of a bowl-shaped depression on a little bench. And so we're going to get started and can't see a whole lot right now. We'll get a few more pictures in the morning. It's going to be a camp. And here the fellows are working on getting a fire going. It's dark. Of course, it's winter time. And there, things wet. We did manage to find some dry branches. But the challenge for them tonight is to get the fire started. I told them they could work at it, and if they can't do it, I'll do it for them. But so far, they're managing pretty well. Well, good morning, fellas.
Morning. Morning.
It was a cold night last night. Here's our setup. Just the hammocks. And we've got our emergency blankets out, just gathering around the fire. We had prepared some wood, some split wood for this morning, just for the purpose of staying warm. So everybody's glad for that. And it's a beautiful day out in the woods. So here we are, just the three of us, and we're having a grand time.
Yep.
All right, so we're out here. We found a large down piece of timber, and I'm using the Silky Big Boy 2000. And it's the first trip I've used this on. This is the professional with the curved blade. And so far it's doing a really good job, even on this larger timber. And there it is. And here's other man on the expedition. He has the Silky Katana Boy 500. A lot of down timber through here, as you can see, just all around us. And our camp is just over that direction, just a short ways.
It looks like I'm trying.
Alright, so one of the aspects of being out here, we're roasting some deer steak over the fire for breakfast, early lunch. Phil's over here cleaning up stuff. And right here, just made us a few eggs and getting ready to chow down. And we are walking down here towards Eagle's Nest. Fellas are getting their first view from way up high. What do you think, sir?
Very beautiful.
The river down there. And
Yeah, buddy.
it's all right, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Nice and warm.
Yeah, out in the sunlight.
Good old Kentucky.
Yodeling! Didn't do it very good.
Go for it again.
Yodeling! Not good.
And there we have the waterfall over the edge, going way down there. And this is a sheer drop of several hundred feet, so definitely don't want to step any closer. Our afternoon tasks, we are engaging in spoon carving. Let's see what you got there so far. Alright, it's come along pretty good. Decent little bowl there. And let's look at yours. It's coming along. Alright, yeah. Looking pretty good. Okay. And then over here is the spoon that I carved. Kind of rough. But just, again, we're just throwing them together just for the sake of teaching the class. Alright, supper time on the second night. Nice fire going. Logs and firewood ready to go. And here he is. The noodle dangling out of his mouth using his new spoon.
I ain't ready.
Well, good morning. So we are here and working on getting a little breakfast. This is morning number 2 after our second night out. It got really chilly last night, down to, like we said, I think it was 18. And just got our hammocks and gear. Just started doing a little packing. But and we got some oatmeal going on here. A little bit of hot chocolate, and then scrambled eggs with bacon for myself. The freeze-dried meal. Just try to make it quick and easy.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't stand up where you were. Y'all just trying to stand and smoke. It's a really good breakfast on a cold morning. Well, it's been a great trip. I appreciate you guys coming on this winter trip with me, and hope we'll have some more adventures together. So, anything you want to say to the camera? I guess not.
Make sure you pack warm.
Make sure you pack warm. That's good advice. Alrighty, let's head out, fellas. Well, here we are headed down the trail now, and coming along here, you can see where it's been really cold. We have icicles frozen. Very, very, very beautiful icicles. so this slope may not look like it, but it's wet and there's frozen ice on it. And we've come from way up there already, and we're headed over there. It's a whole bunch of ice from that waterfall. Hiking back by the river. Beautiful and tranquil. Back where we came from. And where we're headed. So here's one of the more difficult traverses. The side of the river here, along this wall, and coming down through this crack here, trying to negotiate the terrain, and without falling. So, and here we are, end of our journey. Long, weary miles here. A lot of terrain and a lot of fun. Vehicle's right up there, and we're ready to call it a day. This is James Bender for Waypoint Survival. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure and check out the links in the description box below, and don't forget to press the bell button to stay notified of all of our upcoming videos, and we'll talk to you next time. And like always, I got to come back for the camera. Can't leave it behind. See you next time.